Hey guys, so I just wanted to get on here and make a video right quick. I know a lot of you in my comments said that you were waiting on me to make another video. You can't wait. So I'm not really ready right now, but I just wanted to say hi. And I'm so happy with the response that I've gotten on my first video. Like, wow, that is crazy. I never expected to get this type of response, especially so quickly. I mean, 14,000 views, and it's just been about 4 weeks. So I'm like really excited. I hope a lot of people that have watched could really relate to my story. And I'm just really excited. I got a lot of comments, and I was able to comment back to just about every comment, and I really enjoyed that. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of your lovely support and comments. It's really nice and encouraging, and it makes me want to get on here, and it makes me want to come up with all kind of content, and it makes me want to not procrastinate, okay, because I'm a huge procrastinator. So still don't have anything together really that, as far as my videos that I want to make, because like I said before, I didn't have anything written down. I was talking off the top of my head, and I just want my future videos to be a little bit more polished. I mean, sometimes when I'm talking off the top of my head, that's kind of the best, because it's just natural and it's more like we're having a conversation. But whatever, I don't have any notes now. I'm actually on my way home from work, and I'm going to be in traffic, so I'm like, might as well make a little video. Okay, so right now, I guess, I kind of want to talk about some of the comments I was left. Yeah, because there was quite a few. And first, I want to let the trolls know something, okay? If you come trolling on my channel, on my videos, and you leave me a comment that's not so pleasant, I'm going to take a screenshot of it. Period. Okay? Like, I'm taking a screenshot, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell everybody on my channel what you said, how I felt about it, and I'm going to address you. Okay? And I'm going to do that a whole lot. So you might want to, make sure that you really want to leave an unpleasant comment on my videos, because I'm petty like that. So I will be addressing it. So don't think you're going to be able to delete it and it's going to be screenshot it. I screenshotted it. Got it. Ain't going nowhere. Saved in my photos. Yeah. So this one lady said, and I wish I could pull up my photos and stuff right now, but that's so cool. I'm gonna spare you because I don't remember your name right now. But she said, she said, you will regret this soon. So, another viewer commented for me before I could even get to her and said, keep watching videos and you will regret this soon. And went on to talk about basically how the organization is full of lies. Real short and sweet, but he made his point. I loved it, literally. And honey, she deleted her comment. But guess what though? I still got the screenshot. Okay? So I guess you regretted what you wrote on my page real soon, okay? Yeah. So somebody named Archie LeBird or something like that said, you are a lie. You were never one of Jehovah's Witnesses. How you gonna tell me I'm lying? Like, how you just gonna get on somebody's channel and say that they're lying? Like, how rude. But, I didn't even, I mean, what do you say to that? Like, oh, okay. I didn't even respond, but I had other viewers, because the thing about it, like, being an XJW, you just can't help but straighten people. So, I'm thankful that already, I have viewers and they know the struggle and they with me, and I appreciate that, for real. So, I decided I don't got time for that. But it made me feel really good to see that other people did address him and just let him know, like, what do I have to lie for? Like, a screenshot of your message too, bro. This one lady, it was a couple of ladies on there. One lady wrote me a really long message, and I really hate that I'm even making this video and not reading the message. But I mean, I'm driving, so I mean, I'll probably still go back and read exactly what the lady said. But just basically saying, like, if you wanted to bash, or if you wanted to leave the religion, why are you getting on here bashing Jehovah if he blessed you in the past, and why bash his organization and this and that? And it's like, lady, it's not Jehovah's organization. Okay? Do some research and you'll find that he has no part of that. I mean, to say that he does would be blasphemy. Blasphemous. And it's funny, I'm using that word, and I just remember talking to my grandma one time about some of the flipping doctrine and this and that, and trying to tell her why I don't believe, and and she just told me, honey, you better hush. You already didn't say it too much. That's blasphemy. I said, how's that blasphemy, Grandma? I'm not talking about God. I'm not talking about Jesus. Yeah, but you're talking about his organization and what his Holy Spirit has done and put this organization together. You guys, I don't know what to say to that, because if you believe that, I mean, I feel bad for you, I mean, if you think that God's Holy Spirit is directing this organization, that's sad. Now, how I'm gonna make my first XJW video and not talk about the Australian Royal Commission? Like, I could not believe I did that. And, when I first heard myself, and I debated for a long time to put it up, but I felt like, it was just so raw, and just everything. I couldn't have given it to you guys the way I gave it to you that day, on my lunch break that day. So I just put it up anyway. Whatever I was missing, whatever I said wrong, or wasn't exactly accurate. Like, I was thinking, I said my dad was baptized when I was 10. Oh, well, he was baptized in 1996, so I had to be 8, But I was just like, whatever, who cares? I'll talk about it and clarify some things later on down the line. But the main thing that I really hate that I did not add in my video is, just speaking of the Australian Royal Commission. Now, if you don't know what that is, the Australian Royal Commission, you need to look it up. Basically, the Jehovah's Witnesses had to testify in court, and basically they were found to be the worst religion when it comes to protecting children. They do have a 2-witness rule. That's from the Bible. They're getting it from the Bible, where the scripture says that before a matter is solved, you must have 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses, and then the matter can be solved. So they take this and use this even when it comes down to child molestation. If there's not 2 witnesses to witness the crime or the act, is definitely a crime, of the molestation, of the rape, then they leave it in Jehovah's hands, which is basically they do nothing. And this allows the accuser, the offender to come back and reoffend. And the victim is hurt again. And so these victims are becoming adults and coming back to sue this organization for the mishandling of the case. Now, even telling my mom about this during my awakening and stuff, her response was, everybody got child molestation. That's not, everybody, what about the Catholics? They love to talk about the Catholics. And I'm like, yeah, I was never a Catholic. So I'm really, it's not, it concerns me more to know about a religion that I came from. And that, that's all over the news about the Catholic. At least it's public knowledge. But this has been hidden. This has been under wraps. There's files that are being kept from us of pedophiles. Like, we even still don't know about all the pedophiles that this organization have records of that they never reported to the police. So kids are being hurt, and this organization is not calling the police if there's no witnesses and no confession. And that's wrong. And it is one of the main driving points that made me have to disassociate myself. Like, I don't want to be a part of this. Like, take my name off that. Take my name off. I don't want to be no parts of that. I think that's evil. It's wicked. And it's not of God. It's not of God. Like, I understand you trying to say that you get this from the scriptures, but come on. The scriptures also say, it talks about how precious a child is in God's eyes, and basically we might as well kill ourselves if we want to hurt a kid, so that was definitely, I had to disassociate myself, especially after they said on the broadcast that they would never change their biblical stance on that matter. Well, I have an issue with that because you're hurting kids. And not only are you hurting kids, you're being sued for millions of dollars that the baptized members of this organization are donating. You're spending their money and not even telling them. Not even, you don't have this on JW.org. You're not even telling people where their money going. And I have a problem with that. I have a huge problem with that. I have kids, and I think it's totally disgusting that the kids in this organization are not being protected. It's disheartening, and it's just like, who wants to be a part of that? Who wants to be a part of anything where they're hurting kids, they're molesting kids, they're not protecting them, they're not calling the police, and they don't even think they're doing nothing wrong. They say that they'll never change their stance on that biblical matter. They think they're right. So, it's definitely something to look into and ask yourself, if you are still a Jehovah's Witness, is that something that you really want to be a part of? Because to me, that's satanic. That's satanic. Y'all around here harboring pedophiles? What? This a pedophile paradise? No. Nah. I don't want to take my name off of that. I don't want to be a part of that. Nah. Yeah, but anyway, I'm definitely, this is, another rambling video. Because I'm driving and still don't have no notes or nothing together for y'all. But I promise you, it is coming. It's coming. I'm burning to get some really good put together stuff content for y'all. I want to really get it together. I just can't come out here and just looking crazy, I can't just be coming out here with just anything, especially you got the Jehovah Witnesses, and then they just think, oh, she just talking. She don't know what the hell she talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I got receipts. So I got to have my receipts. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get some receipts when I come talking about this stuff, because it's a whole lot of good JW activists out there, and I definitely want to be seen, amongst them, because they do really good work. And yeah, that's what I want to give y'all too. Some really good work and some receipts and a lot of story time and, whatever we can come up with. If y'all got some ideas for me, leave them in the comments, yeah. So let's see. Somebody else named Eddie Aguanina or Aguanana or something like that. He left like 3 different comments on my page telling me I ain't have no life. I'm bashing a religion. He guess he ain't never just had the apostate gene where, on Monday you with them and then Tuesday you bashing them. And again, I got my other viewers helping me out with that one, and just letting them know, hey, first of all, there's a difference. Thank you, Brent. Shout out to Brent, because he was one of the first ones to help me, first viewers to get on there and help me out when he saw that ugly comment, but it's just sleep. They just sleep. They sleep. They don't know. They ain't watched enough Exjw videos yet, but they on here though. So I have hope for them. And, I'm so glad when I see that I have 44 dislikes right now. I'm like, oh, yes, Lord. Yes, they watching. And if they watching one, they gonna watch another one. And eventually, they're gonna wake up. And that makes my heart rejoice. Like, I'm glad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta have some haters anyway. But, I'm serious. Seriously though, I really am excited that people are disliking the video, because that lets me know that I got Jehovah Witnesses on here watching, and I'm excited that people are leaving comments, and expressing that I'm bashing and this and that. I appreciate that, because I know that you're watching, and that just makes my heart so glad, because that's where it starts. Like, this is the first step, and you're not gonna agree at first. You're not gonna agree. You're gonna look at some stuff and be like, nah, it's kind of true. Just like I told you before, and then you might, it's still the right religion though. And you feel so strongly and so bold to leave me a comment. Thank you so much, because if you're that bold to leave comments, then you'll be bold to make your own videos one day. So I appreciate that, and I'm proud of you. Thank you so much. Now, this one lady left me a comment this morning saying how she doesn't agree with the blood doctrine either. She said I don't follow Jehovah's Witness, but I still try to live, basically saying like she still try to live that way, so she think that taking blood is wrong. And I just politely told her, well, I'm glad that God did not give my daughter to you, but he gave my daughter to me and my husband. And I'm just so glad that, God gave me a brain whereas though I can think for myself, I can interpret the scriptures for myself, and I don't have to rely on 8 men in Warwick to interpret the scriptures for me. And I'm so glad that they're not God. And I'm so glad that you're not either. I'm so glad. And I also told her that, if you were her mother, you would probably just have to feel guilty that day. First of all, if you were her mother, if you was in my shoes, you would be married to somebody that, first of all, he wasn't going for that. First of all, he was going to give my baby that blood transfusion. He was going to sign whatever he had to sign to make sure they saved his daughter. It wasn't going down like that, period. He was very upset You know, and I know some of you have asked, you know, what's my husband's take on this? And I definitely plan to get into all of that. Like I told someone on my thread, my husband isn't opposed to coming on my channel with me. So hopefully we can get something together sooner than not. And you'll get to meet my husband, and, you know, he'll get to talk a little bit and share some things with you guys too. But first of all, my husband wasn't going for that. And second of all, the doctors wasn't going for that. So you would have just had to feel guilty that day. Because when he came and told me that they gave my baby a blood transfusion, it was already done. It was already done. He said there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it, thinking that I'm a Jehovah's Witness, because that's what he see on the paper. And even though my husband telling him, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness, save my daughter. You know, that's just the conversation that they had before he even came and seen me. Like, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness, save my daughter. And that's frustrating when you in that kind of place and you see that the doctor's scared to give your baby a life-changing treatment because they like, oh man, well, let's just go ahead and do it, because if not, she gonna die. But these people gonna want to take us to court. Man, we don't got time for this. No, I'm not gonna take you to court. Thank you. But he was ready to take me to court. He said there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. They were willing and ready to take me to court. They had already given her a blood transfusion. So, did I feel guilty? Did I feel bad? No. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that we have these type of resources or whatever, medical stuff, y'all know what I'm trying to say, to help us, to save lives. So, I'm very pleased. I'm very thankful. I think it's awesome. I don't feel guilty at all. And I think that God wouldn't want me to feel guilty, because I don't think that that's what he meant, or that's what the scriptures mean, that we're supposed to refuse a life-saving blood transfusion. I just don't think that. I mean, it's just not the same as eating blood. It's not the same as cannibalism. It's just not, you know? And one thing I love that Raymond Franz said, blood is sacred, yes. And it's precious, yes. And it represents life, yes. But is it more important, more sacred, more precious than life? Is the representation of life more important than life itself? I don't think so, guys. Come on. Let's think about it, you know? I mean, I don't think God is that petty, you know? And I'm going to use that term a lot when I say I don't think God is that petty, because I have a lot to talk about when I say I don't think God is that petty. I mean, even when it comes to, you know, the holidays and stuff, I just don't think God is that petty, you know? Like, we're going to anger him because we're celebrating Christmas. Be mad at us because it's just a lie. That's not Jesus' birthday. All of it is a lie. I don't think God is that petty. Like, we're coming together in Jesus' name to celebrate Jesus. I don't think, in my eyes, you know, God is not petty. And I think that a lot of people want to put God in a box, you know, and I just don't think that he's that petty. But, you know, that's just my thoughts. I definitely appreciate all of your comments, all of your views, all of your likes and your dislikes. I love it. Now, don't be just going on my videos disliking my stuff. I don't mean that now. Like it. Like it. You will like it one day. When you learn. When you learn that what you thought was the truth ain't really the truth. Eventually, somebody say, you keep watching these videos, eventually something is going to click. It's just going to click. You know? I think that when you wake up from the Jehovah's Witnesses, it's like you ain't done waking up until you go full circle, you know? You ain't done waking up. And everybody's circle is different, if you know what I mean. Everybody's circle is different, you know? So, you know, for me, because the memorial was so important, the most important meeting of the year, and that we're celebrating Jesus' death, you know, that's what we thought that was important, to celebrate Jesus' death, which now that I look back, it's like, wow, we celebrating their death? I mean, we're celebrating his death? Let's celebrate the fact that he rose again on the third day. Because he rose again, y'all. He rose again. Let's celebrate that. Why are we celebrating that he died? Let's celebrate that he rose again. I know he died for our sins and all of that, but, you know, it just really, just coming out makes me think about things a lot differently. Like, we Jehovah's Witnesses, you know, when I was a Jehovah's Witness, we weren't acknowledging so much the fact that he rose again, but just the fact that he died, which really don't really mean nothing for us as Jehovah's Witnesses, because we still have to do all these works. We still have to go out in field service and be the perfect Jehovah's Witnesses to gain our salvation. So it really, I mean, you know, and I could go on and on about that, but anyway, don't even know what I was saying anymore. But yeah, when I woke up, that was one of the last things that woke me up. That was one of the last things that completed my circle. Because even though at this point I knew about the Australia Royal Commission, but when I got my mom in my ear, like, oh, well, everybody such and such, that's and everywhere, and that's not, but Jehovah, yeah, and they still trying their best. And you know, I wanted to make a whole nother video about some of the crazy things my family have said, but I'll just share some of it right now because I'm just writing and rambling and talking. I remember telling my aunt, my dad's sister, about the pedophilia and the child molestation and the lawsuits. And my auntie said, who they gonna sue? We individuals. And y'all, she was for real. She was for real. And it just goes to show, because I know she's not the only one. And I'm not trying to be mean, but Jehovah's Witnesses are very ignorant. And we all know that ignorant is not a bad word. It just means that you don't know. They don't know. They don't realize that you are a part of a billion-dollar organization. You know, like, just Google it. Like, come on. I need y'all to do some research up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, she really, you know, and so it's hard for people, I think, you know, to do the witnesses and stuff, to really comprehend and take in anything else when you can't even, you think that you're not even in an organization that's worth millions, billions of dollars. Like, you really think you individual? No. The Watchtower is where you belong. It's who you belong to. And that's who those victims gonna sue and get rightfully paid and get them some money, because they deserve it. Like, for real. Like, and that still don't even make up for their freaking lives being ruined. You know, like, with the foolishness by some nasty old man or woman. You know? Like, they suing the Watchtower, okay? They got plenty of money. You know, my mom would always say, and she hated when I would say, it's a cult, you know, it's a cult. She hates it. But, you know, they want to think of a code as something that you may see on TV, people coming to get you if you try to leave. But they just need to become more knowledgeable about what a cult is, okay? Because the Jehovah's Witnesses definitely, they're definitely a cult. But she would say, If it's a cult, who's the leader? And I would be like, the governing body. Like, are you for real asking me that? Or you really think that there's no leader? Like, are y'all for real? Y'all don't think nobody leading y'all? Oh, you think Jesus leading you? Seriously, you can't possibly think Jesus is leading you. You're too terribly flawed for Jesus. Not my Jesus. My Jesus ain't leading y'all. You know, and it's funny because they be quick to be like, my God. My mom used to always be like, you turning your back on my God. You talking about my God. No, I'm talking about your religion. I'm talking about the Jehovah's Witnesses. And if you want to say that's your God, then fine. Okay, I'm talking about your God. That ain't my God, though. But you got your own God. Y'all Jehovah's Witnesses, y'all got your own God. And if you don't realize that y'all God is the governing body. Y'all God is Watchtower. So, yeah. But, y'all, thanks again for all the support. And I know, I don't even know what I'm going to title this because I've just been talking about a few different things. But, I just wanted to say, hey, y'all, because I know I'm taking a long time to make another video. And I just wanted to say hi and just tell you thank you so much. And just thanks for being patient with me because I definitely have more videos coming for you guys. Just be patient with me. I just want to get them a little polish and get some good content out there for you guys. Get some good stuff together. So, again, drop me some topics in the comments that you may want me to talk about, and I'll definitely try to do some research and stuff, more research, because just about everything I didn't research, because that's why I named myself Totally Awake, because I'm totally awake in this game, y'all. Like, for real. I know everything. I know everything there is to know about being an Exjw, okay? And I know I'm being a little crazy, silly right now, because I'm just so happy. Like, I'm just so happy that my video reached so many people. And then, you know, I'm definitely going to be, give more detail in videos going forward when I explain stuff. And I know I probably didn't do a great job just now because, again, I'm driving my mind all over the place. I'm just yapping. But I didn't realize that so many non-Jehovah's Witness would be attracted to my story. And so, you know, people are asking different questions, stuff they didn't understand, like about the elders, how I said I when I got reinstated, they accepted my letter. So one person was like, who is they? Is it like JW.org or is it a group of people, a panel? And I explained, yes, it's a panel of elders. And I'll just make sure that I be a little bit more detailed when I'm having story time and stuff like that, and keeping in mind that everybody may not have an affiliation with the Jehovah's Witnesses that may enjoy listening. So I apologize if, you know, for whatever I didn't include and where I may have left you guys, some of you guys confused, and I'll try to be more clear and precise going forward. So again, I thank you so very much, and if you like this video, then click like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.